Hey everyone, today I want to talk about the second novel in the Discworld series, The Light Fantastic. This is a direct sequel of the first novel, The Color of Magic, so it's initial reading to read the first one before reading this one. I don't know about the other books in the whole of Discworld series, but for this one, I would highly advise you read Color of Magic because it gives a lot of context as to the characters of Rincewind, Two Flower, and what's going on before we start off. I guess first initial thoughts about this is this is a much better book than the first one, in my opinion. The first one felt like a series of short stories combined together, and I think that's what it literally was. From what I understand, that was Terry Pratchett's first novel. This feels like a more cohesive narrative with a through plot line and stuff happening in between, but we're getting to like an end. And the basic summary of the story is Rincewind, he's a magician. He has this spell trapped in his head. That's one of the 8 like most powerful spells in the Discworld. And there's a comet that's coming and it's gonna crash in this world and essentially just end this whole like planet. And he needs to get to the 7 other spells from the book called the Octavo. And basically, the journey, they have to reach this destination in the Unseen University where all the wizards are from, and say these spells together to basically save the Discworld. But in between, shenanigans ensue. And yeah, it is a really fun read. I would say it's a funny and absurd setting, but besides that, the actual narrative and the main plot is fairly generic. It is, however, very greatly elevated by Terry Pratchett's fantastic writing. He is so funny. There's so many times in this book where I laughed out loud. I don't think I've ever laughed out loud while reading a novel, but this one I was consistently laughing every few pages. The dialogue is so witty, and there's so many silly and just funny puns throughout the way. He pokes a lot of fun of like fantasy tropes, the stereotypical fantasy tropes like wizards, gnomes, fairies, elves, and so on, and all that. But yeah, I would highly recommend you guys to check this book out. It is worth a read. Definitely read the first one. The first one is not as good as this one. But yeah, if you've read it, let me know what you guys thought about The Light Fantastic and The Color of Magic. And what do you think overall of the Discworld series as a whole?